but I thought I'd pull some cards and see what they sparked. Damn it, I don't even mean to make the pun. It just happened. What is something you've done that your future self will thank you for? Exercise. Going to the gym. Getting into fitness as much as I have. Going into the gym. Enjoying weightlifting. 100%. I'm glad that my younger self 2-3 years ago got into it with Noah to begin with. I'm glad that I got a gym membership when he left. I'm glad for Noah's help to push me into it. I'm glad that I'm still doing it, and I want to keep doing it because I'll be glad about it 10 years from now. This one. Is there someone who has had a big impact on your life and doesn't even know it? Ooh, it might be my uncle. A little bit. It's kind of funny because he's not necessarily around super often. I'll see him this week. But I think he's probably had a larger impact on my life than he probably realizes it. And not only that, but we are very similar, and I don't think he realizes that either. Whether we have a lot of similarities. In certain ways, we're sort of black sheep of our family. I take a lot after him personality-wise, which is surprising and weird. Like, that's how crazy DNA is, because I wasn't necessarily around him a whole lot in my life to necessarily have his influence on me become why I became the way I am. But I take a lot from him, both just naturally and the stuff he's done and everything. It's quite fascinating, and he's done life and handled life differently, and I think he's had a larger impact on my life than I think he realizes, both negative and positive at certain points. If you couldn't feel fear for a day, what would you do? Skydive. I think that'd be the first one, the main one I could do locally. Skydive. Using just one word, how would you describe your relationship with yourself? Adaptive. It's changed a lot. It has its days, it has its ups and downs. It's gotten better, but yet changed depending on situations. And I think I make those changes fairly well. So I'd say that. What cheers you up when you're feeling down? I don't know. Music. Yep, music. Music a lot. I love music. Music's amazing. Family. Music and family. Not necessarily my parents. But music and family. What is something you appreciate by the way your parents raised you? Oh, I'm not a little fucking bitch. I whined as a kid, but not for the normal reasons. It was almost more emotional. I was an emotional child. I would cry. Not from pain, not from dumb shit, but for other stuff. Physically and emotionally frustrated. And my mom would never understand it. But when I had so much frustration and angst in my body, and I had so much emotion, the only way I could relate it is probably the most natural and human way to let out that emotion is through tears. I haven't done that in a long time, but that was my escape. But I think my parents raised me well, just by the kids I've been around in my life for the most part. There's some of them that are great kids, but just by seeing other kids and other families and stuff, me and my sister in comparison, nothing like it. And we were definitely raised very well, and I think it definitely helped us and turned us into pretty good people for the most part, for sure. So I'm glad the way I was raised, because it's definitely helped me and has gotten me where I am today, and has made me who I am. So in your opinion, what's the best tool for resolving conflict? Sometimes time away from the situation, meditation, thought, conversations with other people about the topic to get other perspectives, because sometimes you're so stuck in one way and pissed off. But sometimes just talking it out can make you realize that maybe I was taking this too hard, but sometimes time, because there's times I'll be pissed off. I give it a day, two, a week. It doesn't matter. Just need time. It'll go away. I don't hold grudges. And people that do, I'm sorry. Oh, which emotions are the hardest for you to communicate? Oh shit, don't go in the fucking wine. I about dropped a card. Probably depends on who. Probably frustration and anger. Sometimes I can show love pretty easily, but sometimes frustration and anger with certain people. Me and Noah's had some spats before. He can contest if he watches this. Yeah, he knows. But it's a part of a relationship. And it's hard for me to bring up certain things sometimes because I don't want conflict. So that is probably my hardest emotion, is like frustration and anger. Did you grow up in a family that encouraged you to take risks? Explain. Okay, I'm going to make this the last card. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going. God damn it. Oh, shit. Did my family encourage me to take risks? Maybe a little. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Just depends on what it was about. I mean, like, in school, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I was encouraged to take that many risks, honestly. Like, there's some situations here and there, but I don't think it was encouragement. It was more like, you're going to do it, especially when it came to, like, 4-H stuff. But no, I don't think I was necessarily encouraged to take many risks. I wish I was more often, just because I wish I was more used to it sometimes. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I grew into it. I don't think I was great at it for a long time, but after I got out of school, like I said, a lot of stuff changed because I was in the real world. Even though the real world is basically high school on steroids, it's different because there's more people. It's not the same motherfuckers for years, every day. Makes it better. But, like, I feel like I started taking my own risks in the sense of, like, in high school, there's certain stuff I don't think I would have done sometimes. But I think I started taking more and more as I got older. And I think that was me. That wasn't necessarily my parents in any way. Like, I was the one that didn't want to go to school. I was the one that chose to go to the parties for my first time and just kind of went for it. I was the one that said, hey, I'm going to Oregon to visit Noah. And it was the first time I've ever had a flight since I was eighth grade, my own flight. And I just said, fuck it, and went. And it wasn't nerve-wracking for me to fly across the country. Like, it was a chill day. I was like, cool, hopping on a flight. This is nice. Like, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't freaking out. I was like, I'm in Colorado. Cool. I'm in Denver Airport. This motherfucker is massive. This is cool. Like, it wasn't, I don't know. There's certain risks that I've taken or that I want to take that I'm like, oh God, and I wish I was pushed to it more. And I think this was one of them. Having a YouTube channel at one point, having a camera, people seeing me. I didn't like posting pictures of myself in high school or videos, and I don't think I would have done it where I didn't have that encouragement of risks at the time, where I just kind of figured it out and adapted and changed. And this became, and honestly, because of fitness and because of how I grew with my mental health, I was able to grow out of it and eventually become more confident to do something like this. I have to admit, even when I first started it, I wanted something else. I didn't think I was going to do this and record this off of my phone. But I think also in the back of my mind, part of it was like, do I want people to see me? But in all reality, it was like, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? Yeah. Because it builds that connection. It makes it more interesting. It adds more for you guys. It brings something to the table that wasn't there previously. And it brings a vulnerability. If I get negative comments. It is what it is. I've had it before. Is it possibly going to affect me? 100%. But it's just life. People are also assholes on the internet. And you just got to get over it sometimes.